Well, it's the 7th of December, and when I came down it was bright sunshine. I've been here about 10 minutes, just managed to get set up, and the sky went really dark, and we've got this squall coming across, and you can, as you'll be able to see in a minute when I turn around, there's a fair amount of snow in it, so it's a very sleety and very breezy day. Fortunately I'm tucked away down under the banking, but that wind is absolutely howling across here, and it is raw, really, really raw. I think it's what used to be known as a lazy wind, one of these winds that go straight through you instead of going round it. Anyway, I've got 4 layers on here, so I'm not so bad, and I've shoved them down behind this trolley. So I'll put these rods out. I've brought a barbel, but I haven't. I hope I never catch the barbel in this. I would think that water's absolutely perishing cold. But I brought a little pike rod down, and I have a little sardine on it. I've got some lamprey at the bag. If they're not very keen on this sardine, I'll put some lamprey out. But it's just nice to be out. I've been bottled up for a week now, sorting out all these Christmassy bits and bobs. So it's nice just to have a break and get away from it. And hopefully this squall will pass over and we'll be back into some nice sunshine later on. There you can see by the state of the river just how strong this wind is blowing. I think it was about this time last year I had a sea blow away, so watch it quite carefully today. Well, the squall has passed through now and we're back into bright sunshine, as you can see, and very nice it is too. And the wind's died down a little bit and it's nice and warm. The forecast for tomorrow, which is Thursday, and the next few days is absolutely horrendous. Howling gales and snow, which is going to lie at low level. So this is probably the last day for a December barbel for a week or more. And of course, before you know where you are, you're in amongst Christmas, and that tends to beggar it all up. They shouldn't knock it. So today's probably as good a chance as any of catching a December barbel. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's a grand day now. I'll just pour a cup of tea and have a sandwich. That'll set me up nicely. great squall coming across now. Fly across. Well, it's been an absolutely biting cold, raw day. And as expected, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Not even a tap. The only interest has been the little birds around. Been a big flock of long-tailed tits passed through, and this little robin's been hovering about here, all puffed up, trying to keep warm. And that male blackbird with that lovely yellow ring around its eye. Coming up very, very close. If you sit quite still, right up to you. And next time I really must bring something for them, maybe some dried mealworms or something. It must be a pretty grim life to have to exist down here when it's as cold as this. We should look after our little feathered friends. Anyway, it won't be long now. It's 4 o'clock, and I can't see anything happening very much after this. But we'll give it another half an hour and see what goes. But Well, we have this lovely chub. Beautiful eye on it. It's a grand fish. Very, very pleasing on this it's absolutely bitterly cold. Bitter day. Nice gold colour there. That great big mouth it's got. So I'll put him back in and then we'll call it a day. Absolutely freezing. Well, it's been an absolutely perishing cold day and it's absolutely bitter. That wind is biting cold. Great big squalls of freezing cold rain going through all day. And very little to show for it until right to the end when we had that lovely chub. But apart from the little fluffed up robin there trying to keep warm, trapping air in its feathers, and that blackbird hovering around looking for it, whatever tasty morsel there was going. They come very, very close to you. They're very, very tame, but nice to see. But out there, but this weather must take its toll on numbers. Not to mention that sparrowhawk whizzing about, trying to pluck them out of the air. Then we had a nice little flock of long-tailed tits went through. But I'm absolutely frozen, so from the banks of the River Swale and that lovely chub, a very, very good night. Good night.